OrlandoMagic.com.
Cole, with your group on the second night of a back-to-back, shorthanded, and down 20 at one point, what did it say about your group to even put yourselves in a position to win that game?
Look, saying this for a while, I like the team a lot, and just it tells you a lot about us. Just look, we've been shorthanded all season. We've had dudes injured left and right, and just no one on this team sees us as. I mean, look, you look at our record, you look at that game, it doesn't add up. Just everyone is hungry on this team. We had some dudes step up today, and just it was just a great overall team win. So it's got to give a big shout out to everyone on this team. Proud of y'all.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Cole, we are still learning about you. You're not yet done with your rookie season, but what is it about you and crunch time and the end of games?
Oh, well, let me just start by saying it, just letting you know, like, yo, what you want to learn, bro, I'm an open book. Everything's out there, man. I put my life out there just because I just be having fun out there. But crunch time, I said this a few games ago, man. I want that ball, man. I want to go get it for my team. Whether that means making the right play to get to someone else and for them to get a bucket, or that means going and taking and making the big shot. Just want to get that dub for the team, man.
Aaron Goldstone, Orlando Pinstripe Post.
Cole, how much did RJ affect this game plan off the bench, and how much did his energy, especially on the second night of this back-to-back, really rub off on you guys and just kind of provide you life, especially down the stretch?
My fault. Markel threw chocolate milk on me, but anyways, RJ was huge tonight, man. He came off the bench and he really gave us a huge burst of energy. I think it was that third quarter after like the first lineup came out. Third quarter, started fourth quarter. That second lineup and RJ included, they just gave us a really big burst of energy, and they didn't give up. So that told us our personal like, yo, why should we give up? So they just big shout out to them, big shout out to RJ, and once again, thank you, Devin.
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Well, I believe you mentioned that Markel threw chocolate milk on you. We all saw the celebration in Minnesota. Was there a similar celebration after this one?
Yes, very similar celebration, except there was chocolate milk this time. And someone I don't still trying to pinpoint who that was through the ice water that we be putting our feet in. So they're gonna have to see me personally on that one.
Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Cole, heard you in the post game. You were talking about you didn't know who Mo Wagner was.
No, wait. I'm sorry, I got to correct that. I knew who he was, but so let me explain the story. When we got on the plane to go where was it, to Cleveland? I had no idea that we picked up someone new. So I just see him from I'm walking, he's sitting up front. I'm like, yo, who is this dude? I'm like, and no effect, we hadn't had a white dude on the team in since the trade deadline. So I'm like, yo, who is this? I didn't know. But I knew I'm very familiar with him when he was at Michigan and all that. My mom went to Michigan. So, but like him. I like him a lot. I'm happy he's here. Very happy.
I'm just curious, he hesitated a few times tonight to shoot the ball. Obviously, he's new. He's feeling his way around a little bit. But what does it say about him when he was, willing to take the shot late, especially that three-pointer that he made to help you guys come back?
I feel like I got him a bunch of good open looks throughout this game, and he hesitated on those. But come second half, even start of third, fourth quarter, he was ready to take those. That's why I knew I could depend on him when I was able to get him that dish at the end of the game, that he was going to take that shot and make it. So big shout out to Vic. Big shout out to Mo. So, yeah, proud of him. Vic is his actual first name. His first name is it Victor? Vic? Yeah. His first name is Victor, and we already have a Mo and Bamba, so we just call him Vic.
Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Cole, I believe it was after the Lakers game that you mentioned that, in crunch time, you wanted to put the team on your back more. Since then, you had the big game against the Cavaliers and this one. Just how much of that was a cognizant effort since that game to have these type of performances in crunch time?
It was a wake-up call. I mean, it was me slacking, realizing that I could do more to help this team. And just since then, I just try and do all I can to help this team, man. That's really what it all goes back to.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Oh, I understand. I know your team has 8 more games and that those games are important to you, but what does a performance like this and a performance like you had down the stretch in Cleveland do for you next season?
I mean, shoot, I don't know. I don't know. It's not going to affect how hard I work. It's not going to affect what I feel I can do for this franchise, but I think it shows a little more of what I believe I can do for this franchise, and just how I see us becoming a much better team next year. I mean, it's obviously hasn't been the best season for us, but that don't mean that we can't be one of them teams next year. So just hopefully we look to turn a few heads with these few games. I know it's the end of the season. I know we probably not gonna make the playoffs, but look, we're just trying to get better for next season at this point.
Dan Savage.
Cole, we saw you emotionally, speaking to I believe the crowd, after hitting the shot. How much do you live for those type of, moments and that kind of, I assume, euphoria after those hitting that type of shot?
Man, that was an awesome moment right there. That was huge because I think the first time in Minnesota there were no fans, so to be able to hit it, to be blessed enough to be hit two game winners in one season is, as a rookie. I mean it really doesn't happen that much. So I'm just extremely blessed. And the one thing I just wish I could say, I wish there was I wish the crowd was full. I wish we could have had full capacity, but obviously we can't just because due to safety protocols. But just it's fun, man. It's real fun.
Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Well, how confident were you with that shot after it left your hand?
Extremely confident, uber confident, very, very confident. We had a play written up, and so it might have sounded crazy at the time. We was in the huddle. I think I said to one of the coaches on the team, I don't really remember who, but like we're down 2. I'm like, yo, like I want to game this. I want to win this game right now. I don't want to go in overtime. I said that, and I was just like, and opportunity arose, and I capitalized. So.
It's frozen. Sorry, froze. Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Oh, after a game like this, or maybe after every game, how much do you talk with your dad about how the game went?
After every single game, whether it's whether it's that night or the day after, I expect to be getting a call from him about how I turned the ball over 4 or 5 times, or just how I let Ja get downhill a few too many times. But I mean, look, it's all about getting better, man. I'm a rookie. That's what I want. So he wouldn't be calling me getting on my butt about that if he didn't want me to get better and I didn't want to get better. So.
Any final questions? Okay, thank you, Cole. Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.